and my long runs right now are about 11, 12 miles. Last weekend I did about 11 miles. And the biggest thing for me going on right now is I've moved here from California. I'm in Virginia, and you know the humidity here is just nuts in the summertime, man. They talk about it, but you really don't know how it's going to be until you actually go and experience it, you know. So yeah, my heart rate has been pretty elevated in the mornings when I'm trying to stay in like a zone 2 training. I really have to reduce my pace per mile, and it's kind of like I was feeling like the last week it's been really hot, really humid. Wake up, 6 in the morning, it's 80 degrees. Sometimes it's 80 to 90% humidity, which is freaking nuts. And just go out there and it feels like you're in a sauna almost. But so I just have to remember to stay disciplined and keep myself slowed down. And I'm running like 9-minute, 10-minute miles. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I'm getting worse, but it's really just part of the weather. The climate is affecting me, and I'm sure it affects different people at different rates, but that's how it's affected me. And I just got to remind myself that hey, it's going to suck right now, but get these miles in, keep training how you're supposed to train. Don't think, oh, I'm being a wimp because I'm running slower. That's just I want to stay in those heart rate zones. I was at the track the other day on Tuesday. I was running pretty good, and it was getting hard as soon as I got to interval 4 or 5. It started feeling really, really hard, and I was getting really hot, really warm. But I was still able to maintain that slower pace for the shorter distance, shorter duration. So, that kind of made me feel pretty decent, besides how freaking humid it was that morning. And, later in the day, as the day moves on, I notice it gets a little less humid. So, what I'm going to do too next week, I'm going to hit the treadmill, maybe a day or two, and just do my 5-6 miles on there and kind of see how I'm feeling, versus being outside, just to kind of give myself maybe a mental boost, to just remind myself that I don't suck. It's just the heat going on out there. And so yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on. It's just trying to train hard for this half marathon, but smart at the same time. Keep building my miles up, and I'm working my way to a 50K, next year. And, when I run these races, I don't want to just, I think it's good that people finish, people compete in these races and all that, but I don't want to just be a finisher. I want to be somebody who does well for my age group, does well for the race, train as hard as I can when I get to that race, and do as well as I can in that race, So, that's kind of where my mindset is. I don't, if somebody wants to go and they want to hike most of the race, and, they don't really care about their time and what place they finish and all that, and that's fine, more power to you. I'm not knocking anybody who wants to compete in that manner, but I know just for myself, that's not, that doesn't appeal to me. What appeals to me is trying to do the best I can and trying to get the highest position I can, to be competitive. I want to compete in the race. I don't want to just finish. But hey, if you finish an ultra, an ultra distance in general, I think that puts you in a league that's a little different than everybody else out there, right? So yeah, so basically most days, I run every day except one, and I work out probably 4 times a week. I don't do anything super heavy, just trying to keep the muscles good, longevity going. I don't have any dreams to have big, huge muscles and all that. Just want to stay in good shape. I want to be aging well, longevity, as you will, people call it. But that's kind of where I'm at. Just want to give you guys an update. Maybe I'll do another video about, what I do to work out, nutrition. I do a lot of pull-ups. I do a lot of, chin-ups, pull-ups, dips, dumbbell presses. I have bands I do pull-downs with. I'd love to have like a whole gym with machines and all that down here, but that's the way it goes. So I really want to get back in the gym. I really miss the machines, and it's so much easier to be able to go to the gym and use all the equipment they got there. You know, that's really the reason I like to go to the gym, is just the equipment. But you know, when you really want something, you're going to make do with what you have. You can do push-ups, you can do squats. You know, I like to do my leg workouts at home, but I like the gym for my upper body and the back, you know, rowing machines and all that kind of stuff. That's really what I miss the most. But I can do the same stuff with the dumbbells. It's just a little different, and I don't like it as much. But I'm motivated to, you know, have a decent, stay in decent shape, have a decent amount of muscle, and you know, so when you're motivated, like I said, you're going to find a way to get the stuff you want to do done. So just, you know, kind of a random off-topic, multi-topic video. Just want to say what's up to everybody. Hope you're doing well. If you're into fitness and all that, and if you want to tell me what you got going on down in the comments. You know, I do focus on trail running. Every weekend I go out to the trails and I do my runs out there. I go in the mornings and during the week, you know, about 5:30 to 6 a.m. So not many trails are open where I live at that time. So, you know, and plus I got to drive, you know, about 15 minutes. It's easier just to walk right out my door and just go for a run, you know what I mean? So I'd like to be on the trails more, but at the same time, it's a little more convenient and it's a little easier where I can keep it flat and keep the heart rate training kind of more consistent. You know, when you're going up and down the hills and it's kind of hard, your heart rate's kind of going up and down, up and down. I'm trying to keep that consistent, you know, pace the whole time, especially with this humidity. I'm just kind of learning how to work around that as well, you know, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys are all doing well, and I'll see you later.